Imagine an organ so essential, so intricate, that it could be called the ultimate chemical factory. Every second, it performs hundreds of complex reactions, filtering toxins, balancing hormones, producing vital proteins, and storing energy. This is your liver, and yet, it suffers in silence. Unlike a heart attack or a broken bone, liver damage gives no warning. You could lose half of it and still feel nothing. The silent nature of this organ makes it one of the most dangerous victims in your body, quietly accumulating damage until it's almost too late. Now introduce alcohol into this system. What your brain sees as a casual drink, your liver recognizes as a threat. Ethanol is not a relaxing sip, it's poison. Priority number 1. Neutralize this intruder immediately. Your liver springs into action, but the process comes at a cost. Alcohol is broken down in stages, and the first stage transforms ethanol into something far worse: acetaldehyde. Classified as a carcinogen by the World Health Organization, acetaldehyde isn't just harmful, it attacks your DNA, scrambling the genetic instructions in liver cells. But acetaldehyde is only the beginning. As your liver scrambles to metabolize it, your metabolism pauses. A 2018 study published in The Lancet, which analyzed data from 195 countries, shattered the myth of safe drinking. The research concluded there is no truly safe level of alcohol for your health. Not a glass of wine, not a weekend beer, not even one drink. The moment alcohol enters your bloodstream, fat burning halts. Your liver, normally a metabolic powerhouse, essentially shuts down for hours, just to process the toxin. Imagine asking a firefighter to stop saving lives just to mop up a spill. Over time, repeated exposure leads to chronic dysfunction. Fat accumulates inside liver cells, inflammation sets in, and an organ designed to protect you begins to drown in its own inefficiency. This is where abstaining from alcohol, even for just 30 days, creates a turning point. Your liver gets a chance to remember its true purpose, to reset and repair. The clock starts ticking from the moment your last drink leaves your system. Within 24 hours, emergency repair mode activates. But healing can't begin immediately. First, your liver must finish the cleanup. Acetaldehyde lingers like a toxic ghost in your bloodstream, and specialized immune cells, Kupffer cells, work tirelessly to reduce inflammation. Swelling begins to subside. Meanwhile, your liver communicates with another organ you rarely consider: your gut. The gut-liver axis is a crucial connection, where every drop of blood leaving your intestines travels directly to your liver. This highway carries both nutrients and threats, and alcohol regularly overwhelms the system. Alcohol acts like a solvent on your gut lining. Protective mucus dissolves. Tight junctions between cells loosen, and what should be security checkpoints become gaps. This is called leaky gut. Bacteria, toxins, and partially digested food escape into the bloodstream, creating a second wave of stress for your liver. Remarkably, within 24 to 48 hours of stopping alcohol, the gut starts repairing itself. The intestinal barrier strengthens, toxins reaching your liver slow to a trickle, and the organ's workload drops dramatically. This is when you begin to notice subtle changes. Bloating eases, brain fog lifts. But your liver isn't the only system in recovery. Alcohol disrupts glucose storage, which is why habitual drinkers often wake up shaky or craving sugar. By day 3, your liver regains control over glucose metabolism. Tremors stop. Sugar cravings fade. Energy stabilizes. These first 72 hours aren't dramatic. They're about stabilizing your system and preparing for deeper healing. By the end of the first week, something unusual happens. Your liver and gut are repairing, but your mind may feel restless, anxious, even irritable. This isn't weakness, it's biology. Alcohol manipulates your brain's neurotransmitters, flooding it with GABA, a natural calming agent, while suppressing glutamate, responsible for energy and alertness. Over time, your brain adapts to this artificial balance, producing less GABA and increasing glutamate receptors to compensate. Now, without alcohol, your nervous system is hyperactive, firing too rapidly, causing anxiety and restlessness. Sleep is disrupted too. Alcohol interferes with REM sleep, the stage critical for processing emotions and consolidating memories. When you quit, your brain experiences REM rebound, creating intense, vivid dreams or nightmares. This is not a sign of regression, it's your brain repairing itself, rewiring neural connections, and catching up on months or years of incomplete maintenance. Nutritional deficits also contribute to early exhaustion. Chronic alcohol use impairs absorption of essential vitamins like thiamine, B12, folate, and zinc. Enzymes in your liver are starved for the materials they need to heal. But as you start consuming nutrient-dense foods, your gut absorbs vitamins efficiently, flooding the liver with raw materials. By the end of week 1, the storm subsides, and the liver is ready for true repair. By the second week, a remarkable transformation begins. Fat accumulated in liver cells over years starts to release. Many regular drinkers unknowingly develop fatty liver disease, with fat droplets suffocating liver cells. This fat accumulation isn't permanent. A study from University College London, following participants in dry January, found that just 1 month of sobriety reduced liver fat by 15 to 20%. The liver softens, blood flow improves, and cells regain efficiency. Beyond fat metabolism, hormonal balance begins to restore. Alcohol stimulates aromatase, an enzyme that converts testosterone to estrogen. This explains why heavy drinking men may develop increased belly fat or even breast tissue. Within 2 weeks of abstinence, the liver begins clearing excess estrogen more effectively. Testosterone rebounds, energy improves, mood stabilizes, and fat distribution begins returning to healthier patterns. By week 3, the changes are not just physical, they are psychological. Colors appear brighter, music sounds richer, simple daily experiences feel rewarding again. Chronic drinking dulls dopamine receptors, leaving life flat and joy artificial. But after 3 weeks alcohol-free, receptors begin regenerating. Your brain responds to real stimuli, producing dopamine naturally. Pleasure from everyday life returns. Mental clarity improves. Memory sharpens. Focus heightens. You don't need willpower, the brain itself rewires. By the 3rd week, the transformation isn't just internal, it begins showing outwardly. Your skin brightens as bilirubin, the yellow pigment your liver normally filters, is processed more efficiently. Puffy eyes decrease. Skin tone becomes clearer, more radiant. Blood pressure may drop slightly as liver circulation improves. Even minor aches caused by inflammation start to fade. Every day, the body silently rewires itself. And although these changes are subtle, they're powerful indicators that healing is in full swing. Meanwhile, the liver continues shedding fat that has been stored for months, or even years. Hepatocytes, the main liver cells, regain flexibility as fat droplets shrink. Enzymes that were sluggish become active again, enabling efficient detoxification, protein synthesis, and energy production. This is the organ functioning as it was designed, a metabolic powerhouse. Even at this stage, these processes are invisible to most people, yet they represent a profound recovery that will ripple across every system in your body. Hormonal recovery continues. For men, testosterone levels gradually rise, countering the estrogenic effects caused by alcohol. This subtle shift affects mood, energy, and even muscle tone. Many notice a small reduction in belly fat and a slight increase in muscle definition. For women, estrogen and progesterone regulation improves as liver function normalizes, supporting better hormonal balance across cycles. The liver is no longer a bottleneck. It now efficiently filters hormones, toxins, and metabolic byproducts, allowing other systems to function optimally. Your brain is rewiring too. Dopamine receptor restoration accelerates, allowing your reward system to respond to natural stimuli. Coffee, a favorite walk, or a beautiful sunset now triggers genuine pleasure rather than relying on chemical shortcuts. Motivation begins to return. Previously mundane tasks start feeling achievable. Concentration improves. This is not imagination. These changes are measurable with brain scans that show increased neural connectivity and receptor sensitivity after sustained sobriety. One of the most fascinating aspects of this phase is sleep. After weeks of disrupted REM cycles, your brain begins catching up. Dreams become vivid, often intense, but restorative. This REM rebound allows the hippocampus and prefrontal cortex to process emotions, consolidate memories, and reset neural pathways. Mood regulation improves as a result. Stress feels more manageable, and anxiety diminishes. This is the nervous system recalibrating itself. No pills or meditation required, just abstinence and time. Nutritionally, the gut-liver axis continues its restoration. By week 3, intestinal lining has recovered significantly, reducing leaky gut symptoms. Beneficial bacteria flourish, especially if you're consuming fermented foods like yogurt, kombucha, or sauerkraut. A balanced gut microbiome supports immune function, digestion, and even mental health. as the gut produces neurotransmitters like serotonin. Your liver now receives cleaner blood from the intestines, reducing inflammation and increasing energy efficiency. Meanwhile, cellular repair continues. Chronic alcohol use accelerates telomere shortening, the protective caps on chromosomes linked to aging. When drinking stops, telomere shortening slows, reducing biological aging at the DNA level. While this doesn't reverse the past, it halts further damage. Your body is now entering a phase of preservation, protecting genetic integrity and supporting longevity. The fourth week brings deeper detoxification. The liver is now fully focused on processing stored fat, residual toxins, and repairing scar tissue before it becomes permanent. Fatty liver cells continue shrinking. Inflammation markers decline, reducing the risk of long-term complications such as cirrhosis or liver failure. Enzyme levels stabilize in blood tests, and liver function becomes measurably healthier. This stage is silent but powerful, setting the stage for months of improved metabolism and organ efficiency. Beyond the liver, systemic improvements accelerate. Circulation improves as the organ efficiently metabolizes lipids, reducing fatty deposits elsewhere in the body. Blood sugar regulation is smoother. Insulin sensitivity increases as glucose metabolism normalizes, reducing cravings and stabilizing energy. The pancreas also benefits indirectly, no longer forced to compensate for alcohol-induced fluctuations. The entire metabolic network is rebalancing, working in harmony rather than fighting constant chemical disruptions. The hormonal balance shift impacts more than muscle tone. Men may notice improved mood, better sleep, and reduced irritability. Testosterone recovery supports cognitive performance and vitality. Women may experience more stable cycles, reduced premenstrual symptoms, and improved energy. Alcohol's interference with cortisol regulation diminishes, allowing the adrenal glands to respond appropriately to stress. Energy and resilience gradually return to baseline, often higher than before the drinking habits began. Mental clarity peaks around this time. Brain fog lifts almost entirely, and focus sharpens. Cognitive speed, memory recall, and problem-solving abilities all improve. Dopamine-driven motivation becomes sustainable, rather than fleeting bursts dependent on alcohol. Neurotransmitters balance out, reducing anxiety, agitation, and emotional volatility. Your nervous system has effectively rebooted. The mental clarity and emotional stability are one of the most underappreciated benefits of sustained abstinence. Yet they fundamentally alter day-to-day functioning. By the end of week 4, visible transformations are evident. Eyes appear brighter, skin clearer, energy steadier. Weight loss or reduced bloating may be noticeable. Many feel a renewed sense of well-being, even confidence. This is the culmination of weeks of internal repair. Liver cells regenerated, gut lining restored, hormonal balance re-established, brain circuitry recalibrated, and metabolic processes optimized. While the body has achieved remarkable healing, sustaining these benefits requires continued care, diet, and lifestyle choices. Dietary support now plays a critical role. Consuming liver-friendly foods accelerates regeneration. Cruciferous vegetables, such as broccoli, kale, and cauliflower, activate detoxification enzymes, amplifying liver repair. Black coffee, in moderate amounts, protects hepatocytes and reduces cirrhosis risk. Fermented foods restore gut flora and fortify the gut-liver axis. Omega-3 fatty acids reduce inflammation, while antioxidants in berries, nuts, and leafy greens counter oxidative stress. Combined, these nutritional interventions create a synergistic effect, accelerating recovery and long-term liver health. Lifestyle adjustments are equally important. Adequate sleep allows continued neural repair, while regular exercise supports circulation, metabolism, and hormone regulation. Hydration aids detoxification and cellular function. Stress management techniques, such as meditation or deep breathing, reduce cortisol spikes that can otherwise undermine liver recovery. Over time, these habits not only support liver health, but also enhance energy levels, mental clarity, and overall vitality. At this stage, it's important to recognize limits. While the liver is incredibly resilient, once cirrhosis or advanced scar tissue develops, regeneration is severely impaired. Alcohol abstinence and supportive measures cannot fully reverse permanent damage. This makes early intervention critical. The 30-day window is proof that your body is capable of extraordinary self-repair when given the chance. The liver is forgiving, but it is not infinite in its capacity to heal. The broader health implications extend beyond the liver. Cardiovascular risk diminishes as blood pressure and triglyceride levels improve. Immune function strengthens due to reduced systemic inflammation and enhanced nutrient absorption. Energy levels stabilize, creating a positive feedback loop. Improved health encourages physical activity, better diet, and emotional resilience. These cumulative effects demonstrate that the liver's recovery triggers benefits that span the entire body, not just a single organ. Mentally and emotionally, the transformation is profound. By the end of week 4, most individuals report feeling lighter, clearer, and more present. Depression and anxiety symptoms decrease as neurotransmitter balance is restored. The nervous system is no longer overstimulated, sleep is restorative, and stress is more manageable. This is not placebo, it's biology responding to the removal of a chronic toxin and the body regaining homeostasis. As the first 30 days come to a close, your liver has achieved a remarkable feat. Fat has melted away, inflammation has decreased, and regenerative processes have restored function to previously stressed cells. But the journey doesn't stop here. To maximize long-term benefits, it's crucial to support the liver with lifestyle choices that reinforce recovery and prevent future damage. What started as a 30-day reset can now become a lifelong foundation for health and vitality. Nutrition remains a cornerstone. Foods rich in antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals continue to support liver function. Cruciferous vegetables, leafy greens, and brightly colored fruits provide compounds that enhance detoxification pathways. Berries, nuts, and seeds combat oxidative stress. Protein from lean sources fuels enzyme production, while healthy fats like omega-3 South reduce inflammation and support hormone balance. Over time, a consistently nutrient-dense diet ensures the liver maintains its efficiency and resilience. Hydration is another critical factor. Water supports the liver in flushing out residual toxins, transporting nutrients, and maintaining optimal enzyme function. Even mild dehydration can impair detoxification, slowing recovery and leaving you fatigued. Incorporating herbal teas, especially those with hepatoprotective properties like dandelion or milk thistle, can provide additional support. Over weeks and months, consistent hydration dramatically enhances energy levels, mental clarity, and physical performance. Regular exercise magnifies the liver's recovery. Cardiovascular activity improves circulation, facilitating nutrient delivery and toxin removal. Strength training enhances muscle mass, which in turn stabilizes blood sugar and supports metabolic efficiency. Movement also stimulates lymphatic circulation, aiding the body's natural detoxification pathways. Combining aerobic and resistance training maximizes these effects, ensuring the liver works at peak efficiency while the entire body benefits. Sleep, often overlooked, is essential. The liver performs critical repair during deep stages of sleep, processing waste products and regenerating cells. Chronic sleep deprivation disrupts hormonal balance, insulin sensitivity, and cognitive function, undermining weeks of recovery. Prioritizing consistent, restorative sleep allows the liver to complete its repair cycles, stabilizes neurotransmitters, and supports emotional balance. Over time, sleep becomes a powerful ally in maintaining liver health. Stress management plays a surprisingly large role. Elevated cortisol levels from chronic stress can impair liver function, disrupt glucose metabolism, and reduce immune efficiency. Meditation, deep breathing, yoga, and even mindful walks help regulate stress responses. By keeping cortisol in check, the liver can focus on healing and maintaining optimal metabolic processes. Emotional resilience paired with physical restoration creates a holistic foundation for long-term wellness. Long-term abstinence or moderation is key. While the liver is capable of regeneration, repeated exposure to alcohol risks reversing progress. Even occasional binges can reignite inflammation, fat accumulation, and oxidative stress. Understanding the liver's limitations reinforces the importance of consistent care. Choosing non-alcoholic alternatives, setting boundaries around social drinking, or extending periods of sobriety ensures the gains of your 30-day reset continue to compound. Your genetic and cellular health also benefits. Abstaining from alcohol slows telomere shortening, helping your cells maintain their regenerative capacity. This isn't just about feeling better today, it's about protecting your biological future. Aging at the cellular level slows, reducing risks of chronic disease, cognitive decline, and systemic inflammation. Your body begins aging more gracefully, giving you not just years but quality of life. For men, hormonal balance stabilizes further. Testosterone production is optimized, estrogen levels normalize, and metabolism becomes more efficient. Muscle tone improves, energy stabilizes, and even mental clarity sharpens. For women, menstrual cycles regulate, premenstrual symptoms diminish, and energy levels rise. The liver, central to hormone metabolism, is now a reliable partner in maintaining balance, preventing long-term hormonal disruption caused by alcohol. Mentally, the long-term benefits are profound. Dopamine receptors continue to regenerate, creating a sustainable capacity for pleasure and motivation. Tasks once dreaded become manageable. Daily life feels richer, sharper, and more rewarding. The fog that alcohol created over years is replaced by clarity. Your brain's reward system is now aligned with real-life experiences, reinforcing healthy habits and supporting ongoing personal growth. One of the most remarkable aspects is the liver's ability to continue self-repair indefinitely, provided you avoid triggers like alcohol, poor diet, and toxins. Its regenerative capacity is unmatched in the human body. Even after significant damage, as long as cirrhosis hasn't fully set in, the liver can rebuild healthy tissue, restore enzyme function, and normalize metabolic processes. This gives you a unique opportunity. While prevention is ideal, recovery is possible with dedication. Supplemental support can enhance liver health but should complement lifestyle changes rather than replace them. Compounds like milk thistle NAC and acetylcysteine and antioxidants support liver detoxification and cellular repair. Fermented foods strengthen the gut-liver axis. Coffee, in moderation, continues to provide hepatoprotective benefits. Over weeks and months, these additions reinforce the liver's natural processes, creating a synergy that maintains energy, clarity, and metabolic efficiency. Beyond the liver, systemic health improves. Blood pressure stabilizes. Cholesterol and triglycerides normalize. Insulin sensitivity improves. Inflammation decreases, reducing risks of chronic disease such as diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. Energy levels rise naturally without stimulants. Sleep becomes restorative. Cognitive function improves. These systemic benefits highlight a simple but profound truth. Liver health is central to overall well-being. Visibly subtle transformations become more pronounced. Skin appears luminous, eyes clear, hair and nails strengthen. Bloating reduces, weight stabilizes, and body composition improves. Internal repair manifests outwardly, reinforcing the physical and mental benefits of abstinence. Friends and family may notice changes in mood, energy, and even appearance, providing further motivation to maintain healthy habits. Emotionally, you gain resilience. Anxiety diminishes, depression symptoms ease, and emotional regulation improves. This is a result of neurotransmitter recalibration, reduced inflammation, and stabilized hormones. By respecting your liver's needs, you create a foundation for psychological and emotional health that persists long after the 30-day challenge is complete. The final message is one of empowerment. Your body isn't broken, it's resilient. Given time, proper nutrition, hydration, rest, and moderation, the liver demonstrates extraordinary healing potential. 30 days of abstinence is proof that recovery is possible, that the body will respond when given the opportunity. The liver's regenerative power is one of nature's most impressive feats, a testament to the body's ability to restore itself. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. It does not replace professional medical advice. Always consult your doctor before making significant changes to your diet, alcohol consumption, or lifestyle, especially if you have pre-existing health conditions. Results may vary from person to person. Thank you for watching. If you found this video valuable, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for our next video where we uncover more life-changing health insights. Protect your liver, protect your future, and take action today.